Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Let's go, man. It's your boy Machiavelli from Straight Sports TV, man. Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Subscribe to the channel so we can get more people on here. Just to join us when we go live and join the comments and talk to your boy. You know what I'm saying? Now, today we are here to review the Canelo versus Crawford fight that took place this last Saturday, September 13th, at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. And boy, was it a fight? Boy, was it a show? The crowd had showed out like none other, more than I expected it to be, because Vegas was like a real quiet like promotion, quiet, just whole everything. Like the boxing world knew about it, yes, but it was just like quiet as a whole, in my opinion. But let's just get right into it, man. If y'all could recall if anybody recalls how I was calling the fight, I was like, Crawford had a lot of time. First, we're going to just talk about what happened. For all who don't know, the results of the fight was Crawford won by, I think, unanimous decision. Two of the card. I mean, I think the cards was a lot closer than I saw the fight. You know what I'm saying? But Canelo was the star, so we all know that probably was going to happen anyway. So but for the most part, let me take my label off of this bottle. So gotta, uh, for the most part, we all know that Crawford won that fight, and we know that Crawford won the fight convincingly, like not non-debatable, no debates or nothing like that. Upstairs. But yeah, we know Crawford won the fight without question. So for anybody that just thought that like I told you, now let's go into what I was saying, my prediction. I didn't really make a prediction, but I just said like Crawford had a lot of time to get acclimated to that weight. Like he was fighting once a year. So once he had his eyes set on Canelo, in my opinion, they all knew that he walks around like 180, something like that. So all he had to do was get adjusted to where he was at for a whole year. And I'm pretty sure if you have a year to get adjusted to a weight, I don't care. The guy is an athletic guy. He's a gym freak. So as far as him being in the gym and getting like ring rust, no. When you athletic, there is no ring rust unless you're just doing nothing in your off season. Crawford was already only fighting once a year. He fought once last year. He fought once a year, just like he has been. But he had that whole year, instead of moving up a weight class and fighting, moving up weight class and fighting, he just walked around his regular weight and started training at that weight for one full year. For one full year. That was the danger of this fight, and that's what I said in my video prior to this when the fight was coming. I think it was 7 days away. I said Crawford had a lot of time to adjust. And it looks like that my assumption of that was correct, because Crawford handled that ring, man. He handled Canelo Alvarez convincingly with no doubt. Like there was no doubt. Canelo knew he was losing that fight. Canelo knew he lost that fight. Canelo wouldn't try to debate it. Rematch? Man, I don't think so. I mean, I think that a rematch will be good for both of their pockets. I think that I think you can promote a rematch to this fight, simply because I feel like it's Canelo and Crawford. Who wouldn't? The Mexicans would love to see Canelo get another crack at him. You know what I'm saying? Even though we all kind of know, and most of us know, that what would happen in the rematch, it'd probably be the same, if not worse. Because, like, I'm gonna say this: I was watching it with some of my friends, and I was telling my friends, I was like, "Look," I said, "once we get past 4 rounds, if Canelo ain't got no pressure on Crawford, it's over from that point on. If Canelo ain't do nothing to Crawford to hurt him or nothing, or show no dominance, it's over." And as the round started going, I'm like, I said, and I looked over at my friend. I said, it's too late. I said, it's too late. I said, Crawford is not giving. And I told anybody, and I was even in my last live, y'all remember, I said Crawford is good with distancing. He is not a defensive fighter, but he knows how to get that little step back and bang and throw his shots. He knows how to distance himself from his opponent. He does not run, but he's great at distancing. And I'm be honest with you, it would take listen. I'll get into that in a second. Crawford is great at distancing. He showed ring generalship the whole fight, the whole complete fight. He showed generalship. He showed Canelo that. Well, we all know Crawford. And I also said Crawford had a wrestling background, so the strength was not going to be an issue. He looked like he was stronger than Canelo Alvarez, and he was smarter than Canelo Alvarez. He was faster than Canelo Alvarez. He did not fatigue like Canelo Alvarez always does, and that's what I was telling everybody, that if he gets to the later round and he's not damaged, hurt, or tired, like Canelo will be as far as tired, it was going to be a problem. I told people that. Some people, the Canelo fans, they say what they say, and the Crawford fans, they was confident in their guy, and they had every right to be confident in their guy. As far as confidence, I wasn't 100% confident. Uh, but I was saying like Crawford is an athletic guy. Like I trusted his ability to acclimate to that weight class before the fight took place. Now, did I have any worries about him going up and getting hit by a stronger guy? Yeah, but guess what? He never really got hit with no kind of shots because of the kind of fighter that he is. The kind of defensive fighter that Crawford is, he's not gonna give you that. He don't give up nothing in that ring. That man does. You gotta really be, and this is what I think. Now I'm gonna get into my next point. To catch Crawford and have a good fight with him, it's gonna take an athletic guy like him. Boots Ennis. Nah, I don't know what you heard. Who said that? Who said that? You said that. I said that. We said that together. Boots Ennis is the only guy I think that could challenge him as far as like talent for talent, skill for skill. Switch hit, switch hit. Um, Boots Ennis might not can beat him, but he would definitely give him a run for his money because he's athletic. Crawford does have trouble with athletic guys. Gamboa, Mean Machine, Madrimov. Like all these guys were athletic guys, athletically gifted as he was, not just as he was because he prevailed and came out on top, but they were athletic guys to where they can cause a problem. That is what's gonna cause a problem for Terrence Crawford. But let's get into Terrence Crawford now. I am a fan of Terrence Crawford now, officially a fan of Terrence Crawford, of course now. And I'll tell you why I'm a fan of Terrence Crawford because all right, my reason is kind of crazy because his team resembles me and my brothers. Not resemble, but they all have the name of me and my brothers, like his team. So it's like, all right, I gotta rock with him. So that's how it is. That's why I'm a fan of Crawford. I'm like, yo, I cannot hate this guy. Like, I was a little. Errol Spence was my guy. Errol Spence was my guy, and Crawford beat my guy, and I was upset because he did my guy like that. But I don't change the fact that I think that Errol Spence was just out of his prime and or out of his like top form or top shape to fight Crawford. I think that he probably still would have beat Errol, but I just feel like it would have been a better fight in my opinion, minus the accident and minus the detached retina and all the other stuff that happened with Errol. Like I just think Errol could have put up a better fight, even if it was a detached retina. Just the car crash alone, man. Like I don't even care about the detached retina. Like you get healed from that and see better or whatever. You just got to get hit in the eye for that to bother you. But the car crash alone is why I think Errol wasn't the same guy, in my opinion. But we're not gonna go on that. But I just think that it'll take a athletically gifted guy to challenge Crawford in that ring. That's what I think it's gonna take. So if he goes to 160, I don't, I can't really find too many people at 160. Yeah, Demetrius Andrade. I think, yeah, did he move it to 75, 60, 68? I don't know if he moved to 68. Maybe he did. I know Jamal Charles is at 160. Um, uh, I gotta come back. I gotta think of the names. I gotta think of the names. Um, the 168, like I don't think he gonna step at. Oh no, I'm sorry. Ain't nobody at 160. None of the names I named. Those all 168 fighters. Because Benavidez and David Morrell, they all moved up to 175. So I think Jamal Charlo is still at 168. Hold on. So we got. Let's look at the 168-pound guys that we got. We have rankings. We got Billy, which I think that he looked tired and gassed early against Fernando Vargas. I think it was Fernando Vargas Jr. Right? That was was that Vargas? Yeah, he looked tired. Like, yeah, that I don't know. I have no. Yeah, I don't know. He's not gonna last long, in my opinion. And Billy guy's not gonna last longer. That's just me, just being real from what I saw. The eye test, just we got Osley's, yeah, whatever from Cuba, new guy. Diego Pacheco, tall, rangy, long. I don't think he beats Crawford. Armando Resendez, he beat Caleb Plant. I don't think he beats Crawford. Caleb Plant, I would like to see Caleb Plant versus Terrence Crawford. Uh, but he's not. But Hamza Shiraz, I would like to see Hamza Shiraz versus Terrence Crawford. Long, lengthy, lanky, but William Skull. But Crawford said he's not gonna stay at 168. So let's just see who we got for the 160-pound division for Crawford. Oh, we got Carlos Adames, Eris Lundy Lara. We got John Beck. Oh, the new kid, John Beck. We got Chris Eubank. I think Crawford beats all these guys, honestly, besides with the exception of Carlos Adames, because Carlos Adames is pretty gifted. But I just think that he beats those guys too. So I'm like, I don't really think that there is a okay, yo Leanna Hernandez. You're endless. So you're endless. I'm sorry. That's the guy who actually helped uh uh Canelo prepare for Crawford. That'd be a good fight, I would say. But I'm just looking through the list. I don't really see, too many people that can challenge Crawford. So Crawford, the only thing I gotta say about Crawford, guys, is that like my beef or gripe with Crawford was his career choices, and he would say that nobody gave him the chance. I just think that he was trying to do it from the wrong standpoint. Now it's not his fault. He was just a fighter. But one of my opinions, I think Crawford should have done. And now I can't tell this man what to do. But if I was in his corner, I would be like, hey man, go sign with PBC and get those PBC guys. I mean, before he re-signed with Top Rank, the first opportunity that he could have got to leave Top Rank, he should have left. Top Rank, they listen. They're not known to help promote black boxers. They're not known. They might have some on their roster. They'll use them to get them up. Whatever the black boxers will use them to get themselves up. But in my opinion, Top Rank do not want to put money behind black boxers. They don't want to. They don't want to pay you like you should be. Like they'll rather go pay a Mexican or a boxer of another race before they go pay a black boxer. You know what I'm saying? They know that they got the talent, but they just do not want to pay those black boxers. So, if my opinion, if I was with Team Crawford, I would have told him like, hey man, go with PBC, knock those guys off, and then leave. You ain't gotta stay, but to get your legacy built, like, could he beat most of the guys on PBC? Probably. But we never got to see that because he was stubborn. He stayed with Top Rank, then he went solo, and I only names that we really know on Terrence Crawford's resume is Errol Spence and Canelo Alvarez. Sadly, I mean that's what's going on with that. We don't know nobody else from. I mean, we know. I mean, boxing fans, hardcore boxing fans, know who we fought. Like we know what's the tall kid who's a Victor Postal. We knew who. I didn't listen. That what's that African guy name? What was his name? Car and Dongo. Man, get the hell out of here. When I saw that fight coming out and it was about to happen, I said, "What the heck? This dude's a champion." Like he didn't look like a champ. Sorry. Yuriokis Gamboa was one of his highlights as far as I would know. Because Yuriokis Gamboa was younger at the time, and he had skills and talent, and he gave Crawford trouble because he was athletic. You get what I'm saying? So but the what was the other guy name? Where he went across the pond to fight him. What was his name? I gotta get his name because I'm having a freaking. I hate when I go live and I start forgetting stuff. Uh, 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 uh. I had his name right there. I had his name, but I'm just gonna look up Terrence Crawford record so I can get his name because he's saying he kept saying this guy's name. Um, he kept saying this guy's name whenever whenever he was asked about him. Ricky Burns. There we go, Ricky Burns. Like, hardcore boxing fans know these people, but like they not Thomas Delorme. You know, you got Derry Jane, Hank Lundy, John Wayne Jr., and Don go no. Like Jose Benavidez Jr. That was a good fight, but he was shot in the leg. American, after all the beatings he took, Cavalauskas gave him a good run for his money. Kell Brook, Sean Porter, good fight, but he was on his way out, broadcasting, doing live fights, stuff like that. David Avanesian, sorry, you don't get me with that one.